You're out of the mine. You're home. It's over. From a psychological standpoint, sometimes your journey is just beginning. You can expect to have continued symptoms after you've had a traumatic incident. For example, sleep disorder is normal. Many people report difficulty going to sleep, waking up in the middle of the night, and having nightmares. Some people report flashbacks. Change in eating habits is normal. Sometimes people will eat more, sometimes less. Sexual dysfunction. Change in alcohol consumption. Many times people will be drinking more after an incident than they did before. Sometimes people will report difficulty concentrating, difficulty making decisions. In fact, it's wise not to make any major decisions after you've had a traumatic incident. Sometimes people will be very irritable, angry, and sometimes people will get withdrawn. The key is that you can expect that there will be some behavior changes. Now, time takes care of a lot of these changes. But if you're continuing after 3 months to still experience difficulty sleeping, having flashbacks, irritability, and difficulty moving on with your daily life, that's the time to seek professional help. If it goes on up to 6 months, you could be diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. But after that 3-month period, you want to find someone who is trained in disaster mental health. You're a normal person. You've had an abnormal experience. There's nothing wrong with you. You're reacting as a normal person would to a horrific experience. Counselors are trained in disaster mental health, and it's important that you go to a counselor who's been trained in that area. So what are some of the things you can do? First of all, reach out. People really do care, but you shouldn't be put in a situation where you're forced to relive the experience. Remember that your family has experienced this also. They have experienced it in a different way, but they've experienced it along with you. It's important that after you've had an incident that you take care of yourself, that you eat a balanced meal, that you make sure you get rest, that you try to exercise. Be extra careful and extra gentle with yourself. And finally, remember that time does heal.